All right, so it's time to get this scrape blade replaced, or not replaced, but repaired. It's disassembled right now. The majority of it, the arm and swing mechanism is pretty much okay. I don't know if you can see it or not. There is this weld right here is cracked, so we've got to pull this shaft out, get this housing off, and weld those back together. That's all we've got to do on that. All right, so on the blade itself, there's a housing that goes from the A-frame to the blade, and it connects here, here, and the two bolts up there. For the most part, these two holes are okay, other than being walled out. I think what I'm going to try to do is weld this up a little, and re-drill the holes so they're centered, and we'll get that done. Now, this flange down here, as you can see, these holes are walled out as well, but you can see a crack there, and it's actually broke the metal right there and cracked it. So quite a bit of repair here and here. We're gonna weld those up and re-drill them and get that done. Y'all, I apologize. I did not get footage of this before we started repairs on it. But so this is the mounting plate that goes between the A-frame and the blade. So as you can see, we had a crack right here. This hole's walled out. This hole's walled out, and this hole was actually bent in. This upper edge here was bent down about 3/4 of an inch. This was cracked in here, and then the lower holes. This one was completely broke out right here, so you had a piece that came down, went over, and went back up, and all this was missing. This hole was just oblong. So what I've done is we put 1/4 inch plate on the back side of these holes. This is the mating surface to mate to the blade, as well as this. So let me see if I can pull this forward for you. There we go. So you can see 1/4 inch plate there and there. Welded them in real good. And then we kind of came in and welded some of the hole in a little as well. And the plan is to go back, and before we do the re-drill on the blade, we'll drill through and locate the holes here. And then we'll use this as the template to re-drill the blade so that all of the holes are tight, and we can get to work on it. All right, y'all, so there's the repair. So we've got a 1/4 inch plate here, the original, another original, and then another 1/4 inch plate. So it's sandwiched, you know, pretty good in between those two. Welded everything up, re-drilled new holes, and now we're gonna flip it over and locate the holes here, drill those, and the blade and the connection will be done. And the last thing to do is weld up that shaft on the A-frame. Y'all, there's the final product. So she's all finished up. We reinforced the attachment points there and there. Sorry about the finger in the screen. And then, of course, up here at the top, we had some cracks in there. We reinforced that. Got it all put back together. And this is a really nice, it's a Bush Hog brand scrape blade. So the great thing about this is, you know, you can pull the pin right there, and the blade will turn, you know, from side to side, but also you can pull the pin down here and the blade will tilt this way. So, and then again, up here, you've got another pin where you can offset the blade however you need. It's been a really good scrape blade. I can't remember how long they've had it, but I do know it's a Bush Hog brand. Not that I'm sponsored by them, but they seem to always have good parts or good equipment. So now this thing's ready to go back in service. Another one out of the shop.